Hi guys, my name's Dodderin, and I'd like to show you a game called Minecraft. This is the first tutorial in a series of first-timer tutorials I'd like to create. We're going to create a brand new world in this game. I have a Let's Play series, so I've got another world that we use there, but that's for people who are familiar with the game. What I want to do with this series of videos is talk to the people who are brand new to this game. What do you do to survive in this game? Well, there are two versions of this program. There's the single player version and the multiplayer version. Think of the single player version as a variety of solitaire, where you just get to have fun by yourself. The multiplayer allows you to have fun with friends, creating little avatars for yourself. Well, here's a fresh new world. Just got generated. It's a little odd looking. Everything in Minecraft is created out of cubes or blocks. And there are different kinds of blocks. Dirt, sand, the gray down there is stone. They even have water blocks. There's a cactus up there. Okay. And you're basically just kind of plopped in the middle of this brand new world, and then are asked to survive. So this is what I want to show you. Well, there are a couple of things you have to learn right off the bat. You don't want to die. This game does have its challenges. It does have its dangers. The dangers come in the variety of mobs, which are basically monsters. They come out at night. So before night hits, we need to get some supplies. The first supply you're going to want are trees or lumber. So I'm going to walk up to this tree, and I'm just using my mouse to orient my direction and the WASD keys to move. W is forward, S is backward, A is moved to the left, D is moved to the right, spacebar jumps. Alright, so I'm going to walk up with the W to this tree. Alright, that's sort of like a first-person type game, like a first-person shooter. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to punch that tree. And you'll notice that that set of boxes at the bottom now shows that we've got 2 chunks of lumber. And look at this. My hand is gone to be replaced by a piece of lumber, showing that I'm actually holding that piece of lumber. Once we get all the lumber from a tree, the leaves of that tree will start to fall away. You see that? In this game they call it despawning. They just fall away. Now as we watch the ground, you'll have the possibility of seeing, yeah, here's one up here. Saplings, little baby trees that will come in handy when we want to grow additional trees. Okay? Alright, I need to get more lumber. You want to try to shoot for between 10 and 15 pieces of wood. Okay, and it looks like our little world here hasn't given us much. So I'm going to come over to this one. Ooh, I want to be careful. Wow, that would definitely kill me down there. Now you see that? That's a bad guy. And it looks like a skeleton. And skeletons burn up in the sunshine. So he's about to die. Okay? If I was to fall off of here, I would die. And I'd rather not want to do that. So I'm going to keep punching away at this tree until we can get some wood. This one should be good. There we go. Alright, so now we've got some wood. But now we need another resource. And I see some over here. We talked about blocks earlier. Oh look, there's some blocks of water. Okay, we're standing on blocks of dirt that have grass on them. The gray over here is stone. Well, do you see the stone over here that has the black? That is coal. So let's take a walk over here. I want to see how close we can get without possibly hurting ourselves. So if we take our mouse and point at these blocks, notice they highlight with that black square. And we can see that this coal is actually about 1, 2, 3, 4 over from where we are now. So just like we did with a tree, you can punch dirt. You see that? So I'm going to punch out some of this dirt and see if I can't get over to that coal. There we go. And then I can use the space bar and just jump up here. Now again, I'm going to be careful because I don't want to fall off of this. Alright, so if we come back out here, our coal is in the stone. So we could sit here with our piece of lumber and punch this stone. And we could do this, but look at what happened. You see, earlier when we punched the tree, we were able to get wood. But that didn't happen with the stone. That's because stone is a type of block that's just too hard to really be punched. Now here's that coal, and we want the coal. But the same thing would happen if we attempted to punch that coal. And I don't want to waste that coal. So I'm going to come back out here where it's a little safer, and I'm going to make a little staircase to kind of get up here. There's a flat area up here that's going to come in real handy later on. But I'm going to come right over to the corner over here. And on my keyboard, I'm going to press the letter I. By default, in this new version, Beta 1.5, getting this screen is the letter E. It used to be I for inventory in older versions, and that's what a lot of us are still used to. But anyways, when you press I, you get this screen. That's you. You're a little person that takes up 2 blocks of space straight up. Okay? Down here is everything you are currently carrying. These top 3 rows, I want you to think of as being the items in, say, a backpack that you might have on your back. This bottom row is what you're currently holding or have very quick access to. Perhaps they're sitting in your pockets or they're hanging on your belt. So we've got wood, a couple of saplings or baby trees, and some dirt. I want to take the saplings, left-click them, that picks up all of them. I want to bring them up into this little crafting area, and I'm just going to click them in any one of these boxes. And this shows us that wood turns into wooden planks. 1 piece of wood will create 4 planks. So if I left-click, I get 4 planks. If I left-click multiple times, I can convert all that lumber into planks. Plop them in here. So now these are in my backpack. Alright, I want to take these planks, so I've left-clicked to pick all of them up, and I want to create something. I want to create what they call a workbench or a crafting table. And to create it, we need to put a plank in each one of these boxes. Now if I left-click, it's going to plop all of them in there. So what we want to do is left-click to pick them all up, point in one of the boxes, and right-click 1 time. See how it put a plank in that box? So then I'm just going to right-click, right-click, right-click. I'll put them back down here, and here is my crafting table. So I'm going to left-click, and I'm going to bring it back down to my hand. Notice my guy is holding it. Alright, I'm going to press I to turn off that window. And there's my crafting bench in the lower right, and I'm going to point right in this corner, and I'm going to right click to place it in the world. Okay? Now I want to look up at the sky. I can see some clouds. It's a little foggy, so on my keyboard I'm going to press the letter F. That adjusts how much fog there is. There we go. Now if you turn off the fog, your world looks incredibly cool, but it can also slow down your computer some, so you don't want to have it off too often. Well, look at here. I'm seeing that the sun is going down real quick, so we need to hustle our butts. So I'm going to come back over to this workbench, right click it to open up the workbench. Notice it looks similar to the I screen, except look at how much more room we have in here. Alright, now I'm going to take these planks. Remember, left click picks all of them up. I'm going to put them in any one of the boxes in the bottom row. Left click. Now, if I right click, I pick up half of them. You see that? And I'm going to put the half right above the first ones. And now it lets us create sticks. And I'm going to create 8 sticks. Then I'm going to put my planks back in my pack. Then I want to take 2 sticks. So I'm going to left click to pick up the stack, and I'm going to right click, and that's going to create a stick or a handle for a tool. We want to create a pickaxe, a handle, a blade creates a pickaxe. We're going to put that in our hand. We're going to hit the escape key to turn off the crafting table. Then we're going to come back down here, and where do we go? Oh, we're way down here. Okay. We're going to come over to this stone. Okay? And I am going to point right at that coal while I'm holding my little pickaxe, and I'm going to left click. And that's going to give us a piece of black coal. See it down there in the bar? I'm going to click again. I'm going to pick up another one. Okay, it's getting pretty dark, so I want to come back over here, and I want to come up where my crafting table was, because remember, monsters come out when it gets dark. And this time I'm going to switch over to one of the empty pockets I have here. I'm just using the wheel on my mouse to change which slot is opened. Okay? If I go to an empty slot, it means I'm going to use my hand. And what I want to do is just kind of punch out some of this dirt. Alright? We're going to create a little place to sort of hide away for the night. Back out at my crafting table, I'm going to right click. I'm going back to those sticks. I want to bring those up here, place them in, then I'm going to come to this coal. I want to put the coal right on top of the sticks. That creates torches. And I'm going to left click twice to use all of my coal. We'll put our sticks back in our backpack. Hit the escape key to turn off the crafting table. We'll come back to this little hole we were digging out. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to point right next to the hole. I'm going to use the wheel on my mouse to highlight the torches. I'm going to right click to place a torch. Now we've got some light. This will help keep us safe. Okay, now we need some shelter.